afternoon and good evening. I'm Chris Green. Welcome to MGT's Weekly Motivation. This one's gonna be a little bit different, guys, because we're actually in studio. I'm sitting down with my videographer and I'm just like, hey, pause, look. I need to get something off my chest. It's weekly video time. So we stopped the infomercial that we're working on and we came back here and I literally wanted to talk to you. And what I want to talk to you about today is called work. I simply want to talk to you about work. It's been on my heart and it's gonna, be a little deep, but simple. I want to talk about work. My goal for you now is to work like no one now so you can work like no one later. Now, when I'm talking about work, of course we're talking about relationships, of course we're talking about working out, of course we're talking about your school, of course we're talking about just anything you want results within, but I want you to work as hard as you can now so you can work like no one later. I think of my mom, guys. I mean, when you talk about hard work, that's someone that just demonstrated hard work day after day. It didn't matter what the circumstance was. It didn't matter what challenges came in life. No excuses were provided. She worked as hard as she could. Why? Because she worked hard then, so I can work hard like no one else. So my children can work like no one else. So what am I telling you? You gotta dig deeper, guys, and work so hard right now so you can work like no one else. Think of your fitness goals. What if you work as hard as you can now and not procrastinate, not make excuses, and persevere against anything right now? You can work like no one later. And then you're just maintaining your workouts because you look so great and you feel so great. But working hard once you get unhealthy. Working hard because the doctor told you if you don't work out, this will happen. It's just not worth it. It's a very unbalanced equation if you have to work hard because you're unhealthy instead of maintaining when you're healthy, or maintaining that figure of that body that you want instead of maintaining when you're way overweight. So work hard like no one now so you can work like no one else later. And another thing my mother showed me was just perseverance, because life is gonna happen. And it's just like one of my favorite movies say, it's not how hard you can hit, it's how hard you can get hit and still keep going and still get results. So think of those relationships. Challenges will come between you two, but it's not how hard you can hit each other. It's how hard you can get hit and still show your love and still persevere. So it's actually real, deep to me, because it's been 1 year for my mother, for her departing from this earth. And the reason why I literally wanted to tell you to keep going and keep working like no one now is so you and your seeds and your seeds can work like no one else later. So this picture is greater and greater and greater than just you. It's for your children. It's for the limbs you reach out to. So when you don't feel like working so hard, remember, you're working hard now, so what? You can work like no one later. So our key step, action towards our next step, is to make sure you understand your purpose right now and work as hard as you can right now so you can work like no one later, so your children can work like no one later. So that's gonna be it for today, guys. I have to get back to work and finish the Maniac infomercial. So of course, don't just be a hearer of these words, but be a doer, and remember to believe, achieve, and of course, receive. Let's go! All right, let's go. Let's get back to work, man. Let's just get this done. And baby girl, mama, definitely think about you every day. Know that I'm working so hard right now because you did. And now I have the opportunity, like my brothers and sisters, to work like no one else later. And I just wanted to thank you, mama. I miss you. I love you. See you in due time.